Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. U.S. President Donald Trump conveyed a sense of optimism regarding a potential resolution with Iran during a recent interview with PBS News. He stated, "I think it's got a very good chance of ending, and if it doesn't end, we have to go back to bombing the hell out of them." Trump's remarks suggest a dual approach, emphasizing the possibility of a diplomatic outcome while also indicating a willingness to revert to forceful military action if negotiations fail. This news is from Xinhua. At least 4 people have been killed in post-election violence in India's West Bengal, according to police and party officials cited by Al Jazeera. The unrest followed Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party's (BJP) maiden victory in the key eastern state, which has a population of approximately 100 million. The BJP secured 206 out of 294 assembly seats, marking a significant expansion of its influence beyond India's Hindi-speaking heartland. The state had been governed by Mamata Banerjee, a fierce critic of Modi, since 2011. Banerjee, whose party, the All India Trinamool Congress (TMC), lost its own seat, has rejected the results and accused the federal government of rigging the election. Clashes between rival party supporters broke out in the state capital, Kolkata, and other districts after the results were announced. The BJP reported 2 of its workers killed, while the TMC stated 2 of its workers were beaten to death. The Election Commission of India has denied allegations of misconduct and directed state officials to enforce zero tolerance for post-poll violence. John Richard Wood, a 56-year-old death row inmate in South Carolina, has avoided execution due to his severe mental illness. Wood, who has been in prison for over 25 years for killing a state trooper in 2000, suffers from schizophrenia and holds a delusional belief that he is immortal and has already been executed 3 times and resurrected. 3 mental health experts have concurred that Wood is not competent to be executed because he does not understand the reason for his punishment. He also erroneously believes he has received a pardon and that the courtroom was part of a divine plan. The judge has ruled that Wood cannot be executed, a decision that will now go to the South Carolina Supreme Court. This news was reported by metro.co.uk. The United Nations has formally called for Israel to immediately and unconditionally release 2 activists, Saif Abu Kashek and Tiago Avila, who were part of a flotilla attempting to reach Gaza. The UN Rights Office spokesperson, Tamim Al-Khitan, stated that the activists continue to be held without charge and that there are disturbing accounts of severe mistreatment that require investigation, with those responsible to be brought to justice. Abu Kashek, a Spanish national, and Ayla, a Brazilian national, were among approximately 180 activists on the global Sumud flotilla intercepted by Israeli forces in international waters off Greece on April 30. Al-Khitan emphasized that it is not a crime to show solidarity and attempt to deliver humanitarian aid to Gaza's population, who are in dire need. An Israeli court extended the activist detention until May 10th. Organizers report they have been on a hunger strike since their abduction. Adalah, the Israeli rights group representing them, has alleged that the activists have faced severe physical abuse amounting to torture. The flotilla also announced the recent death of Avila's mother, Teresa Regina de Avila y Silva. A 16-year-old girl lost her life after falling from a cliff swing in Maluyan Waterfall in Hualien, China on May 3. Moments before the tragic incident, the teenager, identified only as Luyo, was heard by friends and staff expressing concerns that her safety harness rope was not tight enough. CCTV footage captured the horrifying moment she slipped and plunged into the gorge below. Local reports indicate the safety rope snapped, causing her fall onto the cliff face. Although she survived the initial impact, she sadly died on her way to the hospital. The operating company, Chongqing Adventure Camp, has been in contact with Lu's family, and officials have closed the scenic area for safety inspections and maintenance while an investigation into the incident, preliminarily classified as a production safety responsibility accident, is underway. The tragedy quickly became a trending topic on Chinese social media, with many users criticizing the operators for allegedly disregarding the girl's warnings. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.